Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I just wanted to come in and run my mouth just for a quick second. Now, listen, I ended the last video talking about Gabrielle Union, but then I realized it was almost 30 minutes. I said this video is getting too long. So now we're back to talk about Miss Gabby. So Gabrielle Union says that she felt entitled to cheat during her first marriage to being the breadwinner. Whoever has the most gets to do whatever they want. So this is according to the Jasmine brand. So some relationships just aren't meant to last. Famed actress Gabrielle Union um, spoke to that fact and more while discussing her first marriage to football athlete Chris Howard. During a recent interview, the Being Mary Jane star opened up about not feeling guilty about cheating on her then husband, Union, who was married to Howard from 2001 to 2006, says that she will step out of the marriage to get back at the NFL player for doing so as well. She stated, I was like, oh, that's what you're doing? You're going to feel this one. The actress went on to explain that she also felt a sense of entitlement to cheat. Though Howard played for the NFL, it seemed Union was fronting the bills and working hard in life. She continued, I felt that that's what comes, well, I'm sorry. I felt that that's what comes, the spoils of riches. Like my dad before me, whoever has the most gets to do whatever the hell they want, is what I thought. Ultimately, Union says her marriage to Howard was a stupid relationship that should have never gotten out of the dating phase. Um, she added that she was horny for validation and having certain kinds of guys like me and want me that made me feel like I was worthy. Some of y'all didn't like what Gabrielle had to say. If you really listen to what she had to say, she said she got what she got from her daddy. Y'all don't hear what she said there? She said, I felt like that. She said, like my dad before me. Like, girl, she got it from her daddy. Girl. She also said that he cheated. Like, I feel like sometimes, you know what I feel like? I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I feel like y'all don't like Gabrielle Union because y'all feel as though she has went over there to Dwayne Wade and has allowed Dwayne Wade to allow his daughter to live and be her authentic self. That's why I think y'all really don't like Gabrielle Union. Because if y'all really read what she said, it made sense. Men say this all the time. Y'all feel like that all the time. Quiet as this. I'm talking about women. Like I don't know, like why what Gabrielle said, what Gabrielle Union said is not too far fetched, and it's not far from what a lot of men feel like. I pay the bills in this mother. I pay the bills. Here go Jamel Hill. Y'all know she get on my nerve. Whole lot of folks here probably failed a lot of tests because you never fully read the questions. My goodness, she right because y'all couldn't have read what she said. One of y'all put, I'm starting to think she's a villain like she always plays in the movie. Please don't let Boosie see this. Her personality is so off-putting. I read her book and she felt no guilt cheating because he was not only living off her, but cheating on her dime, taking women out with her money and such. See, I didn't read her book. And then somebody put, that's what people don't understand. But black women get so mad when they see another black woman who is not letting another black man play with her. Too many of our women I see daily getting treated horrible by bums who don't have a dollar to their name. Come on. If you look from the part that I read from the Jasmine brand, she said he was cheating. Unfortunately, she started cheating back. And I was paying the bills too. So I didn't feel guilty. I feel like y'all just don't like Gabrielle Union. That's it. Because even from the little part that I read, that's what I got from it. And now I'm starting to read the comments, and somebody says, like I just said, I read her book and she felt no guilt cheating because he was not only living off of her, but cheating on her dime. Why would she feel guilty about cheating when he was already cheating and you cheating off my money? Anyway, shout out to Gabrielle Union. Prince Harry says that his brother William physically attacked him after taking shots at Meghan Markle. Girl, come on. Will Smith ain't the only one. I know that's right. You better protect your black queen. Girl, y'all know I was being messy. For the people who know, girl, I don't feel like girl, y'all know I'm being messy, girl. You better protect your Caucasian queen. Anyways, Wu Chow looks like royals be over there throwing hands. Prince Harry claims that his older brother, Prince William, hit him and pushed him to the floor after the Prince of Wales described Meghan Markle as difficult, rude, and abrasive. According to The Guardian, which obtained an earlier copy of Harry's memoir, Spare, is it Spare or Spar? The Duke of what's it? The Duke of Sussex. I can't pronounce that. Opened up about the attack that took people in London back in 2019. Harry accused his brother of parroting the press narrative about his wife before a heated argument ensued, ending in a physical altercation. He grabbed me by the collar, ripping my necklace, and he knocked me to the floor. I mean, girl, y'all go around here expect. I mean, I'm sure you know what I think probably happened. I don't know because I don't keep up with Harry or Meghan or none of them people like that. But I think this is what probably happened. They were already going through what they were going through, right? And Meghan was probably already in some space where she did not feel welcomed and she was being treated a certain way, right? And then here comes my brother, knowing what my wife is going through, and here you come saying what you're saying. So now, as far as I'm concerned, you part of them too. I feel like that's probably what happened. Hmm. Todd Chrisley refused rumors that he's gay and had an affair with his former business associate. There's bet there's better to be had by Todd Chrisley than that. So Todd Chrisley has denied rumors that he's gay and had a sexual relationship with his former business colleague Mark Braddock. The reality star is preparing to surrender to a Florida prison to serve his 12-year sentence. However, he took a moment to refute reports that he engaged in a homosexual affair. Come on, homosexual! Y'all say homosexual. Why y'all gotta say homosexual? Girl, shout out to Terry Joe, homosexual. Mark Braddock claims he had an intimate relationship with Chrisley in the early 2000s. The Chrisley Knows Best star stated on his podcast, what insulted me the most is that out of all these 54 years, for me to be finally accused of being with a man, it would be someone who looked like Mark Braddock. Ow! I ain't that small spoon at Baskin Robbins. I'm the whole scoop. You just don't get the sample here. That is the one thing that is the most insulting to say that I couldn't pull something better than that. Let's hear from Taco. Baby, Todd gonna read. Baby, Todd read. Mm-mm. There's better to be had by Todd Chrisley than that. Chrisley, charged with fraud and tax evasion, took shots at Braddock's looks, labeling him a toad and someone that looks like a thumb. Girl, what I tell you, Ty go read. The one thing about it, two things for sure, Ty go read. Okay? Ty do give me, Ty look like he like BBC. Ty look like he like, girl, Ty look like he like an old man Zingo. Girl, Ty look like he is that white man, you know you know how white people do, girl. They have a fetish with black cock, girl. BBC means big black cock. I know somebody gonna say, "What does BBC mean?" But Todd do give me he looks like he likes BBC. It's the BBC. Todd say, "Baby, if you gonna say I'm a punk, girl, if you gonna say I'm a punk, at least at least say that girl. I slept with somebody who looked better than that." I said, "I know that's right." So ABC News producer and his wife left kids alone to go to a restaurant before he suddenly died of a heart attack. An ABC News producer and his wife left their two young daughters in a hotel room unattended to go to a restaurant with friends before he suddenly collapsed and died of a heart attack. Dax, girl, I can't pronounce his name. Dax Tejera and Veronica Tejera allegedly left their daughters, who are 5 months and 2 years old, alone at the Yale Club at 50 Vanderbilt Avenue, police said, per the Post. The two reportedly went out to grab dinner at Bobby Van's 230 Park Steakhouse with friends. Witnesses say that in the middle of dinner, Dax began to feel ill, and when exiting the restaurant, he suddenly collapsed. His wife accompanied him to the hospital, where he was later pronounced dead. Veronica was arrested just this is not funny. Veronica was arrested just hours later on charges of child endangerment. She told the Post, when Dax collapsed on December the 23rd, I accompanied him in an ambulance to the hospital. I asked a close friend of my parents to rush to my children's hotel room to attend to them as I monitored them by camera. The hotel would not allow my friend in and instead called the NYPD. However, says that they discovered the children hours after the couple left. According to the outlet, the couple left the hotel at 8 p.m. And NYPD received a call from hotel employees on account of unattended children at 11 p.m. Veronica is expected to appear in Manhattan criminal court on January the 12th. Dax worked as a senior producer on This Week with George Stephanopoulos since 2017, before joining his current show in February 2020. Bitch, Veronica, girl, can you imagine, bitch, your man dying and bitch, you going to jail? And then you talking about, I'm watching them on a monitor. Girl. You watching them on the monitor. I hope it was worth it, girl. Because your man is dead and you going to jail. That is a horrible night, girl. Horrible. Southwest Airlines offering 25,000 reward points for delayed and canceled flights. Facing a mountain of backlash and possible legal action, Southwest Airlines is offering travelers 25,000 reward points. Between December the 22nd to January the 2nd, thousands of flights were canceled or delayed. Y'all already know what went on. However, Southwest delays created chaos with luggage shipped to destinations. Baby, when I tell y'all, I was at George Bush the other day, and I don't know if it was Southwest or not. You know they have a Southwest in George Bush now. Oh, so what Southwest flies out of not they have a Southwest. Southwest flies out of George Bush now. I think they've been flying out for like a year or so, probably longer than that. Usually they just flew out of Hobby. I don't know if these are Southwest luggage. When I tell you, girl, because I drove to the airport. When I tell y'all, I was walking through the building, girl, luggage just piled up against the wall. Anyways, but as now, I'm not reading all of this, girl. The airline announced that the 25,000 points reward, which equates to about $300, the offer will never expire and carries no blackout dates. I mean, the only way I could feel that this is probably a good situation is only if like your flight was delayed for a few minutes and they still gave you like, I guess the $300 ain't nothing. But I mean, girl, it's a trip. I mean, I guess it's a trip somewhere, girl. I guess you can go to Miami round trip for $300 Southwest, girl. I don't know. Or maybe New York. So I guess it's a flight. It's a ticket. So I ain't gonna sound ungrateful. But I mean, girl, for those who probably had a little delay, that this is probably a come up for them. But for those who was delayed for real and your flights were canceled, girl, $300 ain't shit. Again, it really depends on what lens you're looking through it at. If you're looking at through a lens of, oh girl, my flight was only canceled for 45 minutes and them hoes gave me a $300 ticket, then that's kind of like a come up because that's a free flight somewhere. But if you're one of those people that was stranded somewhere, $300 ain't no come up. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Ooh, girl, this is a mess. Dad who drove wife and kids off a California cliff has been arrested and charged with attempted. Y'all know the rest. 41-year-old Dharmesh Patel from Pasadena has been arrested and charged with attempted and child abuse as cops suspect he intentionally drove his Tesla off a cliff in California with his two children and wife inside. The vehicle reportedly fell 250 feet before colliding with the rocks just feet from the Pacific Coast Highway on Monday morning. But miraculously, the family managed to survive. In a statement made by the California Highway Patrol, however, there appears to be reason to believe that Patel, a well known physician, may have purposely driven the car off the cliff. CHP investigators worked throughout the night, interviewing witnesses and gathering evidence from the scene, they said. Based off of the evidence collected, investigators developed probable cause to believe that this incident was an intentional act. Investigators have also ruled out the possibility that Patel's Tesla may have been in autopilot mode when it crashed, furthering doubling down on their belief that Patel allegedly had a particular motive, which they hope to uncover as the investigation continues. It is sad to say, girl, it is sad to say. Sometimes you can't even trust your husband or your boyfriend or your partner. Girl, sometimes you can trust your girlfriend, whoever. But you really can't. It's because every time I look up, you know what's so sad, y'all? Every time I look up, girl, it's some man, girl, taking the life of their wife, their girlfriend. Girl, like every day I look into the blogs, it's some boyfriend who just killed his girlfriend because she didn't want to be with him no more. It's some husband who done killed his wife because she don't want. It's crazy. Like you really can't even trust your husband no more. Anyways, child. All right, I'm about to go get me something to eat. I want to go to this breakfast spot up the street and see what they got going on. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.